Tonight at 5, Britain's Defence Secretary says Russia could mount an invasion of Ukraine at any time. He's been told by his Russian counterpart of an increasingly tense situation as the pair hold talks in Moscow.
We listened to the assurances given by Minister Shoigu and indeed General Gerasimov that they would not invade Ukraine, and we urged dialogue as a way through to address any concerns that the Russian government may have.
Well, that comes amidst reports tonight that the Biden administration is increasingly concerned that Russia may invade in the coming days. Also on tonight's programme, the search is on for Dame Cressida Dick's replacement as Commissioner of the UK's largest police force. The Home Secretary says the successor will face immediate challenges to address the culture and behaviour of the Met's officers. Better than expected, the UK economy rebounded from the pandemic last year, growing by 7.5%. But warnings remain about rising inflation. Spain relaxes its COVID rules for unvaccinated teenagers arriving from the UK, starting on Monday.
I don't feel safe here. I don't feel safe with any of them.
It's too late.
And coming up, Death on the Nile has a star-studded cast. What does Mark Kermode make of it? Find out in the film review at 5:45. Evening. Welcome to the BBC News at 5. I'm Jane Hill. The Defence Secretary Ben Wallace has warned that Russia could mount an invasion of Ukraine at any time, adding it would have tragic consequences for both countries. Following talks in Moscow with his Russian counterpart, Mr. Wallace said he'd made it clear that any invasion of Ukraine would prove dire. Well, those talks come as the US has warned its citizens to get out of the country, although diplomatic efforts are continuing. US President Joe Biden has been holding virtual talks this afternoon with a number of world leaders, including Boris Johnson, NATO's Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg, and the leaders of France and Germany and the President of the European Commission. Well, let's hear first a little of what Defence Secretary Ben Wallace said at that news conference this afternoon in Moscow. He told reporters that British troops sent to Ukraine for training purposes would return soon, and he hoped that his talks had contributed to a de-escalation of the current standoff. He said Russia's government told him it had no intention of invading its neighbour.